Hey, welcome back to my Astrodition devlog. I have mainly been working on a new placement system, which means you can build structures like this one. This new system is based off of a grid, so when you place the first part, all other parts will snap to the correct position and rotation. So how this system works is we have a grid here, which will represent the world coordinate system. To begin with, we can place a part at any position and rotation. When we want to connect a new part, straight away we can copy the rotation of the first part. Next, we can convert its world coordinates into local coordinates of the first part, which essentially makes the position of the first part the origin, or 0, 0. From here, we can round the x and y values to the nearest whole number. This is the part that moves the position onto the grid. Lastly, we do a conversion back into world coordinates so we can set the position. To make this feel better, I added a smooth transition between changing positions and rotations. I then got to work remodeling the building parts to work properly with this new system. For now, there are 5 official building parts: a floor, a wall and a railing, and 2 ramps. I textured each of them and rendered the icons before importing them into Unity. And to my surprise, everything seemed to work. I even tested it with a flag and a workbench, which are 2 more placeable objects that you can use. These building parts are quite large, so when they're being held I have halved the size of them, otherwise it would entirely block the astronaut's view. The first thing that I built was this ramp to jump over the spacecraft. I was really happy that everything seemed to work. As you may have noticed, some building parts seem to be different colours. This is because I made them recolorable, so you can set the part to be any colour. I soon realised that it was essential to be able to copy and paste colours from one object to the next. So I have added 3 colour presets that you can either save to or load from. This helped an enormous amount. You are now able to accurately and quickly recolour parts. If you are using a controller, as the cursor starts over the first load button, you can get this to one fluid motion with practice. If you just want to have fun and mess about with this building system, then I've been working on a free play mode. In this game mode, you are given a list of almost all items in the game. You can click on them to spawn them in. You are also not able to die, and your oxygen and batteries will last forever. This means that you can drive around and build to your heart's content. I have now started work on implementing a lot of the item effects so they have a meaning in the game. For example, this vehicle's steering is fine as it has a 100% condition. We can then compare it to this vehicle which has a lower condition. And as you can see, the steering is a lot more limited. Another example is the condition of a battery will determine the maximum charge that that battery can hold. An item's condition is always calculated by 100 minus the sum of all item effects. These item effects are always negative. For example, on this quad bike we have a loose bolt and an electrical fault. This electrical fault can be fixed with a drill, or in this case I'm going to use a screwdriver. And the loose bolt can be fixed with a ratchet or a wrench. The value next to an item effect will determine how long it takes to fix it, as well as how much durability it will take away from the tool being used. Now that these effects have been removed from the quad bike, the steering goes back to normal, so you can see how this system will work. I got some great feedback about harvesting rocks. Previously it looked quite jarring to have an entire rock instantly disappear and a tiny harvested part pop out. I have now fixed this, and the rock gradually gets smaller as you harvest them with some added screen shake. Different tools will be able to harvest different amounts of material. For example, you can now use a drill to harvest meteorites and rocks, and it's very effective, whereas a hammer may not even spawn a resource every hit. I have also realised that it may be tedious to pick up every single harvested item individually, so now harvested items are automatically added to your inventory. If your inventory is full, it's your own fault and you'll have to pick them up. Lastly, I have programmed this quick little cinematic camera view just for these devlogs. This means I can get these cool aerial shots to use in the videos. The camera will smoothly follow and look at the player. Personally, I quite like it. Let me know what you think about this. If you do end up liking it, I will use it in the next trailer I make for this game. I think using this, I can get some great footage while playing multiplayer. If you feel like checking out my current trailer, you can see it here on YouTube or on the game's Steam page, which is where you can wishlist the game. Every single wishlist helps and is really appreciated. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.